And back here at Pewborn Park, Bill, I'll give the first hitter, Walker Moore, and I'll let you run the lineup down very quickly.
Yeah, he is the pitcher for Jackson Engraving, and he's stepping to the plate, Joe.
Okay, and on the mound, Tristan Cook, who's got a great fastball. It moves quite a bit, and he brings the number one in for a strike, Bill.
A lot of heat on that ball, Joe.
Really is, and, of course, both teams have a good batting order, but the top pitcher probably in the league, he's undefeated, Tristan Cook, actually. And strike two, you can hear the umpire. We got good sound tonight. Outfield shading this man to right field a little bit, Bill. There's a big gap in left center. And into the wind comes Cook. His pitch just a little bit low. So 1 ball, 2 strike count, no outs. And Bill, in between pitches, that will get you to, like I said, give as many of the hitters as we can. And 1 ball, 2 strikes. Tristan Cook looks, winds, fires that one high. 2-2 the count.
Andrew Coy, second baseman, will be batting second. Landon Lambert, first baseman, number 3. Cleanup hitter, Benjamin Whitnell. Shortstop, Ross Heising, center fielder. Landon Perkins, Matthew Sandus, Blaine Verding, and Adik Patel follows the number 9. Beautiful pitch, Joe.
Oh, it was. Cook fires and picks up his first strikeout of the night. And I'm going to tell you what, the young man.
Batting next, number 18.
Some smoke on that.
Andrew Coy.
And as you heard, Andrew Coy playing second base, number 18 in there. 1 out in the inning. And again, Bill, they're going to shade the hitters to right field, probably because of the fastball. Cook winds, fires. That one on the inside, but a swinging strike 1.
Brandon Woods is the plate umpire, and on the bases is Rod Norton.
And, I can't see through that mask, but I wonder if that's my old place kicker, Brandon Woods.
You never know.
We'll have to see. No ball, 1 strike count. Woods into the windup, or Cook, and fires low and away, 1-1, Bill.
Interesting uniforms on the field by Cashmasters, kind of a camouflage-looking black and gold. Cashmasters on the front, and pitcher's getting the signal from the catcher, and I would almost bet you it's a fastball right across the middle.
Let's see what the 1-1 pitch is. It's fouled off to the right side. It's 1-2. Bill, did you like to hit from behind in the count or when you were ahead in the count?
It really didn't matter, Joe. I was looking at this big young man, and he reminds me a lot of David Glover, the old Shriner that would be on the mound. And but by the time the ball is released from his pitching position, there's not much time to react.
You're right. Tristan Cook, the pitcher, he has a 1 ball, 2 strike count, bringing it to the plate. And it is hit out in front of the plate, and they go 1-3 on that one, and 2 outs quickly as Andrew Coy grounds to the pitcher.
Nice play, almost a bunt, and you can understand now with the fastball.
Batting next for Jackson Engraving, number 10,
hitter
Landon
because the left fielder is
Lambert.
backing up. He's almost riding the fence right now.
You're right about that. Landon Lambert, the first baseman up there, 2 outs in the inning. And there's a pitch count that you use, but hasn't been many pitches used by Tristan Cook. Well, that one was fast, but outside. That was probably the one that's missed the plate the most.
I would have loved to have that fluorescent bat when I batted against Bill Baxter and some of those Billy Cry and some of those folks.
And we had to use wood. Here's the 1-0 pitch, ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs in the inning. The hitter is Landon Lambert. Jackson Engraving and Awards at the plate. They're 13-4 on the season. Ready for the 2 ball, no strike pitch. Here's Cook's windup. He fires just a little low. So it's 3 balls, no strike. Wonder if Lambert has the take sign given to him.
I would almost bet he would. They need a runner on the base. It's a big, we got bigness and bigness. Pitcher against the number 3 hitter right now, Joe.
Here's the 3-0 pitch right down Main Street, Bill.
Yeah, and he came back with a nice pitch. So Lambert's getting ready. The batting position is he's real close to the plate. I would imagine he's going to get one up on the fist.
Of course, we're getting some great shots from Paul Schultze. Here's the 3-1 pitch, and that's ball 4. And now Jackson Engraving and Awards has their first runner. And that brings up the cleanup hitter, Benjamin Whitnell.
Joe, I was thinking 45 years ago I was doing
Now
these
batting in
games.
the cleanup position, number 14, Benjamin Whitnell.
And our cue cards were little index cards.
Yeah.
Tom Mape specials.
I was going to say, when you were working for
Tom Mape
DeBaum,
specials at Lions Field.
Runner on first, and old Lions Field's where we are, or were. We're at Pewborn Park. Here's the first pitch, outside, ball one. So after a great start, getting 2 hitters, Tristan Cook having a little trouble finding the plate, Bill.
Yeah, and catcher's teasing the runner on first base.
Landon Perkins, the catcher. Here's the 1-0 pitch, gets away from the catcher, and streaking down to second is Landon Lambert. So a runner in scoring position.
You can really tell the heat. The sun is really bright on the runners and infielders right now, and many of the players and et cetera are in the shade. The shade is the preferred position right now at Pewborn.
1-1 pitch on the way from Cook. It's hit to right field. It may make the gap. It's going to bounce off the wall. 1 run crossing the plate, and looks like there will be a stand-up double, Bill.
Yeah, and it's a nice piece of hitting. I think he didn't get his bat around, but that was fine. There was a gap in between center field and right field, and we've got a 1-0 game right now.
Now batting
And,
number
Heising,
21.
Ross Heising, number 21.
And the great shots from Paul Schultze. What a great job he and his crew are doing. We'll tell you more about them as the contest goes on. With a run in, 2 outs, and a runner on second, Cook looks to the plate, and he brings that one in there. And Ross Heising, who's the center fielder up at bat, he's a very good hitter too. And Bill, wished we had aluminum bats instead of wood.
Yeah, and a lot of then these are colorful bats too, so they're getting ready for a fastball, I would think.
The 0-1 pitch, just a little bit low, so that evens the count at 1-1. And a pretty good runner in Benjamin Whitnell, and he got all of that behind on it, and they're playing everybody to hit the right field.
Yeah, second baseman's almost on the first baseman's shoes right now.
And that one fouled off, making it a count of 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on second.
Big gap in the outfield, Joe. If you look at the right fielder, he's almost on the line.
Yep, there's not much room out there. Ross Heising at bat. He's going against Tristan Cook. Left fielder straight away. Here's the pitch. Swinging, strike 3, and that'll end the inning. But at the end of a half inning of play, Jackson Engraving and Awards won, and Cisco or Cashmasters coming to bat. Let's take a timeout on News Talk 101.5.
101.5 FM radio and our website Point 5 Digital Sports is Little League Baseball coverage. Listen or watch Little League Baseball action as our News Talk Sports crew broadcasts and provides live digital streaming of selected Little League games to your computers and phones. Southern Trucks and 4x4 and News Talk 101.5 FM have teamed up to deliver West Tennessee unrivaled local sports coverage and the power to do more. Batter up with Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Start your summer with super savings in a fun machine at Allen Vine's Mitsubishi in Jackson. Right now at Allen Vine's Mitsubishi, you can buy a new 2015 Mitsubishi Mirage. Cool colors, up to 44 miles per gallon, and priced at just $12,588. Or how about a brand new Mitsubishi Lancer? Loaded out, priced right at $16,788. New 2015 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport SUV with automatic, air, cruise gets 32 miles per gallon, just $19,988. Plus a 100,000-mile factory warranty and extra rebates could save you even more. You can drive one home today with 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days. Some with 0% APR for 72 months available. And we'll buy your trade even if you don't buy from us. To start your summer off with super savings in a fun machine at Allen Vine's Mitsubishi in Jackson. Number MN003-4160 includes $3.99 process fee, rebates, low rate, 0% APR for 72 months for $13.89 per thousand financed available on select models. Requires tax, title, license, credit approval. See dealer for warranty eligibility.
And back at Pewborn Park, Bill Hamilton, Coach Joe Holloway, Seabass, the executive producer, and of course the great pictures on Point 5 Digital coming from Worthy Road Productions, Paul Schultze and his crew. What a job they do, and I guarantee you that if I know some of the people are bragging
Leading
about
off tonight
the Crockett
for
County
Cashmaster,
graduation and some other
7,
things.
Zachary
the number 1 hitter
Timms.
for Cashmasters, Zachary Timms, the catcher, leading off. You don't see catchers lead off very often, Bill.
No, and his favorite player happens to be one of those, Yadier Molina. It looks like I love the Cardinals team when you start looking at favorite players. He's had 4 home runs Good-looking kid. I think we're going to have curveballs coming from Jackson Engraving. Mr. Moore looks like he remember Ricky Dove, how he wouldn't throw fastballs but would have those little hookers. I think we may see some of those tonight.
Well, I think he's got a little spinner there. Here he comes with the first pitch, and it did, but it's hit on the ground to the second baseman, and that time it got under for an error. We didn't quite get down on the ground, and I tell you what, aggressive running by Zachary Timms as he took two on a two-base error.
Yeah, and those are the things that just can blow a game wide open. You've got Will Cisco, number 21.
Will Cisco, and Will hitting left-handed tonight. And, of course, Will is Shane's son. He plays second base.
He's got a kind of a turtle green bat right now, Joe.
Yeah. 1 ball, no strikes now the count after that first pitch. And, again, our camera work is it's the best. Second pitch, inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Will Cisco, the hitter. And looks like Jackson Engravings chose to play him straight away. And the pitch trying to work the outside corner, but low and away. It's 3 balls, no strikes. And
you said the umpire behind the plate.
That is Brandon Woods, the old place kicker from Northside and Parkway Middle School. And there's one right on that corner there for strike 1. 3-1 to Will Cisco. Walker Moore on the mound. His catcher's Landon Perkins. And he had a rip at it, and that makes it 3-2 with no outs and a runner on second.
I tell you what, he looks like Bob Gibson pitching as fast as this young man's throwing.
Both these young men's got pretty good number 1 pitches. And here it comes, just a little low, and that makes it ball 4. Now runners at first and second with no outs. And that brings the pitcher,
Batting
Tristan
next, your
Cook,
pitcher
to the plate.
tonight, number 11, Tristan Cook.
Looks like he's back may be hurting a little bit, Joe. A little stiff when he walked up to the plate. He's a good-looking number 11, and he's had 4 home runs this year.
I was going to say he has some power. And runners at first and second. No outs here in the first. Walker Moore into the wind, fires. He's got that low strike. That's a tough pitch to hit, Bill. Of course, Worthy Road Production giving you the great pictures here on .5 Digital. And again, the wind-up and pitch, a bunt. They'll go to third with it, and the umpire says he is safe as the ball gets away. Sacks or jam, Bill. And we'll have to score that one a fielder's choice, though. And it looks like we're going to have a quick timeout. Coach goes out to talk. You know, the young man, Walker Moore's really pitched a good ball game.
Well, Joe, you have those little errors. Okay, you have an error with a first hitter. Then you have a mishandled ball. Before you know it, it's an avalanche. I was talking to, the Jackson Christian, Coach Cooper. My grandson was at a camp today, and we got to talking about it, and he said he had never seen a game they played against Trenton. Trenton had 6 singles in one inning.
Now batting your cleanup batter, your shortstop tonight, number 99, Daniel Brooks.
Daniel Brooks, the hitter, number 99. He is the shortstop. Very quickly on first base for Jackson Engraving, Landon Lambert. Second base, Andrew Coy. The shortstop is Benjamin Whitnell. And at third base, Adit Patel.
We've got a pinch runner, it looks like, maybe
and
coming in.
And you can have a courtesy runner. And, Bill, if you can pick up his number and see who that is coming into the ball game.
That looks like number 28, Joe. Marvin Talley.
Okay, we'll log him in as the pinch runner. And you can have the courtesy runner for pitcher or catcher.
Mr. Cook looks like his back may be bothering him. I don't know, he walked up.
Okay, the ball popped up. Second baseman Coy, and that would be the infield fly rule, so it's an automatic out.
That's a big out to get out, Joe.
That is a very big one. Sacks jam.
Now batting number 2, Malachi
Jackson Engraving
Anderson.
leading. And here comes the third baseman, Malachi Anderson. Sacks jam. Walker Moore gets his signal, fires to the plate right down Main Street for strike 1.
Derek Jeter is his favorite player, Joe. Not surprising.
He looks a little bit like a young Derek Jeter. Here's second pitch, as you hear it fouled off. And again, a great picture by Worthy Road Productions. 1-0. Jackson Engraving threatening Cashmasters. They've got the Sacks jam, 1 out. Here's a 2-strike pitch. It's high, gets away from the catcher, and runners advance, and that'll be a wild pitch there, Bill.
Yeah, we've got a tie game, Joe, 1-1.
You're right about that. Runners move up now at second and third. That takes the force off. You have to go to first to get the out and let you have a tag out. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Walker Moore into the wind, firing to Anderson. And I believe he got Anderson for his first strikeout, and that's the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Carter Craig. Carter Craig playing playing first base tonight.
Now batting number 20, Carter Craig.
Bill, Craig looks like he has a little power.
Yeah, and he actually is Jonathan Van Eden is a cousin of Carter's, plays for the Burlington Bees of the Midwest Minor League.
And he fouls off the first pitch to the right and is behind in the count. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, 2 on.
You know, you got to wonder, Joe, Drew Hayes, the young man from McKenzie, great season this year. He's 4-2 for the Louisville Bats.
And that's AAA baseball there. Here's the pitch from Moore. High hopper to the shortstop. Tags the runner out.
That's
smart play.
Smart play.
A very smart play. And that ends the first inning with the score tied. Jackson Engraving and Awards 1, Cashmasters 1. Let's take a timeout on News Talk 101.5.
At the end.
It's Truck Month at Johnny Hatcher Chevrolet Buick GMC in Brownsville. We must sell Silverados this month to clear the lot. Over $11,000 off on select trucks in stock. We've not been able to discount trucks this much in a long time. Hurry in while supplies last. Over $11,000 off on select trucks in stock. That's huge. Really huge. Stop by 1336 South Dupree in Brownsville. Call or check us out online at DonnieHatcher.com. And remember, we are giving off over $11,000 off on select trucks in stock while supplies last. Not all customers qualify for all rebates and discounts. Over 200 new and used vehicles in stock, and we must clear the lot in June for new 2016 models at Johnny Hatcher Chevrolet Buick GMC in Brownsville, home of the $11,000 discounts on trucks this month. For more information, check us out at DonnieHatcher.com.
Hi, this is Kim Everett of the Forked Vine Wine and Spirits. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our fantastic customers for 9 great years in Jackson. If you haven't visited the Forked Vine, please stop by and check out the area's largest selection of wine, spirits, beer, and our new growler station. Fresh tap beer that you can enjoy at home. Come by and let us give you a tour. Located at the corner of Old Hickory and the 45 Bypass, we are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 11 p.m. Enjoy your adult beverages, but please remember to always drink responsibly.
And we are back here, and Bill, we're back at Pewborn Park in the championship game, 11, 12-year-olds. There's been a change in the pitching for Cashmasters.
You know, Joe, I think I picked up that maybe Mr. Cook might have hurt his back, because right now you've got, and it's a very difficult when you have number 99. Daniel Brooks is on the mound, and he's also a big youngster. And, you know, we've got a heck of a game, a lot of atmosphere here, Joe, and both teams want to win. Mr. Perkins is going to be the first batter. Landon Perkins for Jackson Engraving. They came in with a 13-4 record. Cashmasters 15-0, but kind of surprising. It's almost as if he must have been hurt for him to come out that early.
Yeah, and we'll pick up where he is playing. Southern Trucks and 4x4, 1082 Highway 45 Bypass. Don't forget to go by and see them. You ought to see Artist's truck that they've got out there. They got the accessories on it. Medina Funeral Home and
Leading off
Cremation
for
Service.
Jackson
Just 2 of the
Engraving,
people
the
helping
catcher,
bring
number
you this.
1, Landon Perkins.
Okay, and the new pitcher in, and we'll pick up on the changes. And old 99 brings the number 1 inside for a strike to Landon Perkins.
That'd be 100 then, wouldn't it, if you look at the batter and the pitcher?
Probably so. Daniel Brooks now pitching.
Wow.
Second pitch a little high.
You know, I was telling the story the other night. Remember about Skippy Shelton throwing one from right field in the Babe Ruth Park, threw it all the way over the screen and rolled up to Highland Park School, if you can remember.
Oh, I remember that well. Skippy could throw the thing, but sometimes let it go a little high. Here comes the 1-1 pitch, a swinging strike 2. Daniel Brooks on the mound, and hitting against him, Landon Perkins, the catcher. Don't forget about Worthy Road Studios, and our great cameraman is Kane Vester, junior at South Gibson tonight. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Just missing Bill to the outside just a little bit.
You got a fluorescent orange bat. If you're watching on the screen, I tell you what, it is a bright bat.
It sure is. Here's the 2-2 pitch and a swinging strike, and that'll be the first strikeout for our new pitcher, Daniel Brooks, and we'll.
Now batting the right fielder, number 42, Matthew Sanders.
As you hear, Matthew Sanders stepping in there, the right fielder. 1 out in the inning. Brooks pitches more from like a stretch like you would do in Major League pitching. And the first pitch is outside. Bill, we got an extracurricular varmint in here tonight.
Yeah, we need to call on your customers when you pest control
we need
folks.
to get Chuck West and his pest control out here.
Man, alive, that thing was running.
The 1-0 pitch is now 1-1. Swinging foul ball. And the reason I said that in the previous game, we had a young man ducked and got a foul ball off his bat when he ducked. And you hate to have a pitch waste. 1-1 pitch. Brooks coming to the plate. Took a little off of that one. It was spinning a little bit. And now Matthew Sanders in the hole. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Infield straight away, but again the shift in the outfield to the right. And a swinging strike 3. So 2 strikeouts in the inning for Daniel Brooks.
Now batting your left fielder, number 11, Blaine Verdung.
Blaine Verdung, the left fielder up there now. And Brooks, fast worker. Ball a little bit high. Bill, third baseman, hugging the line, though, a little bit more this time.
Yeah, and he's not really bent down. If the ball's hit quickly, it's going to have difficult, I think. I think his back may be bothered.
It is, and there's a ball fouled off, fielded by the first baseman, but he went ahead and went to the base, which is a wise thing to do. Yeah, I think you've got a back that's tightened up, maybe having some spasms. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. The hitter is Blaine Verdung. Pitcher is Brooks. He brings it, and it's outside. 2-1 to count.
Boy, the Jackson Generals had some trades going on, didn't they?
They've been moving some people.
Trade with the Diamondbacks.
And we'll get the 2-1 pitch from Brooks. It's on the way, a swinging strike 2, and that evens the count at 2. And the deuces are wild now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bill Jackson Baseball Academy has cages to rent all the time, even during Sportsplex weekends. And that'll run it to a full count. It's outside. I'll tell you what, good umpiring crew here tonight.
Well, he said he learned from the old coach.
He's too kind. 3-2 pitch ready to come from Daniel Brooks. On the way. It's hit up the middle for a base hit, and I'm going to tell you what, Verdung got all of that one.
He did. Adet Patel, number 20, is stepping to the plate, and runner on first base, and 1-1, Joe.
And he'll be running on any hit ball because there's 2 outs. It's a 1-1 score, as you said.
Batting next, number 20, Adet Patel.
Patel, I've seen him make some really good plays over at third base this year. Brooks checks, fires. It's outside. Catcher did a good job, and I want to give credit Zachary Timms catching. Zachary very agile back there. 1 ball count with 2 outs. Here's the pitch from Daniel Brooks, a swinging strike 2, and that one had a little movement. That's a little sidearm curve there.
It's hard to hit, Joe. I can remember that was my most difficult. I can hit the fastball, but the old curve ball just gave me trouble.
1-1 to count with 2 outs. Runner at first, swinging foul.
My coach would probably say a lot of the pitchers gave me trouble, but that just happened to be one of those that the old curve ball.
I bet you could bunt, though, because you played Fireball Phillips.
Yeah, but it took me 3 days to get down to first base. They didn't give me the bunt signal much.
Here's the 1-2 pitch from Brooks, and that's a swinging strike 3. And you had no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left at the end of 1.5 innings of play. It's a tie score on News Talk 101.5. Let's take that timeout on .5 Digital.
More power to you. Weaver Small Engines. Tractors to mowers. Utility vehicles too.
When it comes to taking care of your lawn, you demand strength and nothing less, and you deserve comfort above all else. With the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series, you get it all. The Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series surrounds you in exceptional comfort and incredibly responsive handling that puts you in command of every turn. Powered by professional-grade engines with unbelievable results backed by the industry's strongest warranty, the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series is the tractor for you. Stop by Weaver Small Engines located at 840 South Highland for test drives, expert advice, superior service, and exceptional financing. Welcome to Strongsville. Get the best, forget the rest. Get to Weaver Small Engines today.
Weaver Small Engines. engines. Weaver Small Engines.
Hi, this is Chris King with King Tire Company. Summer is here and there's adventure around every corner. But whether you're setting off on a road trip or just going to the mall, you'll need a great set of tires. During the Destination Summer Drive event, you'll receive up to a $70 prepaid card when you purchase a new set of 4 qualifying Cooper tires. From the all-terrain AT3 to the pavement-gripping RS3A, we've put 100 years of experience into every tire. And now we'll put up to $70 in your pocket. Stop by any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt or visit us online at kingtire.com.
And back at Pewborn Park for Little League Baseball is the first pitch from Moore. Walker Moore is a ball in hitting now. Luke Buchanan, the right fielder, in on-deck circle. Kylan Dalton. Second pitch just outside, Bill.
Yeah, he's very cautious, and as he steps to the plate, gets a signal from coach on third base, and that would be Ben Vargason.
Here's the pitch, a swinging strike one, and that one, it would have been a strike no matter what, Bill.
Yeah, both pitchers, they work very quickly, Joe. They're not going to read a book on the mound tonight.
Well, that's what I liked about that softball game we did last night. The 2-1 pitch grounded to the second baseman. That's Coy. He is up and over to first for the first out. Score that 4-3 if you've got a scorebook at home, and that'll bring Kylan Dalton to the plate. And remind you, Gene
Now batting your
Langley,
left
huge
fielder,
trade and rebate
number
assistance
1,
on all trucks. If you're not
Kylan
wanting to
Dalton.
trade, we'll buy your vehicle. Fall savings event, top dollar trade-ins on all stock. No hoopla. Here's the pitch for Moore, and that one's going to be high.
Joe, it was a tremendous evening last night with softball and baseball as a memorial tribute to the late Billy Scrivener, one of the legends in Jackson athletics, and appreciate your kind words about Mr. Billy.
Well, he coached in this league. The second pitch fouled off. It's 1-1 to count, 1 out, and Bill Scrivener not only coached in his, I believe, coached Labor Council at one time.
Yeah, he actually was one of the first umpires. Umpired, I think the game was 1959. I actually have a picture of him with his position. But what a stately gentleman, and he was a person's human. I mean, I've never heard the man say anything but good things.
Class all the way. 2-ball, 1-strike pitch swung on by Dalton for strike 2, and that evens the count up with 1 out. Walker Moore on the mound, Landon Perkins the catcher. Kylan Dalton, the left fielder, at bat. Here's the pitch, and that one is a swinging strike 3, and that is the second strikeout. First one in this inning, but 2 outs now. And Adam Smith Jr. coming to the plate.
Now batting
he plays
number
center
3,
field.
Adam Smith.
And folks, you'll be in for a real treat in the third inning. The old golden-throated warbler, Bill Hamilton, will do the third inning. Here's one that stayed a little high. I wanted to spin that one a little bit and throw the curve, Bill.
Yeah, it's interesting. Mike Trout is his favorite player. He's a slender batter at the plate, and we've got 2 outs.
2 outs, and here's a hit back to the pitcher, over to first. Catching the ball is the first baseman, Lambert, and that ends the inning. And that's 3 up, 3 downs, no runs, no hits, no errors. And at the end of 2 innings of play, Cashmasters won and Jackson Engraving won. Let's take a timeout on News Talk 101.5.
The warm weather season is Jenny Craig season. We want to look our best. And according to a recent study from Johns Hopkins University, testing demonstrated substantial data to prove the Jenny Craig weight loss plan to be more effective than dieting on your own or using outside counseling. A substantial margin that even the 1-year point on Jenny Craig plans, people were keeping the weight off. And there are new foods in right now. Chocolate muffin, broccoli cheese stuffed potato, lemon garlic shrimp, roasted vegetable lasagna, chicken pesto pasta, vanilla buttercream cupcakes, delicious meals, a plan that works, support when you need it, the Jenny Craig weight loss plan. 668-4313. Make that call today. In Jackson at Stonebrook Place, right next to Target. A program that will work for you. Things change. People notice with Jenny Craig. 668-4313.
If you see it, if you hear it, if you read it, Sarah Jackson will beat.
The Sarah Pre-Owned Mega Center will meet or beat any dealer's advertised price.
2013 Jaguar XF under $30,000. 2010 Corolla only $189 a month. 2013 Sierra 1500 only $259 a month. Remember, if you see it, hear it, or read it, the Sarah Pre-Owned Center will beat.
We will meet or beat any dealer's advertised price.
Get to Sarah now on Stonebridge Boulevard or shop online at sarahjackson.com.
And back here at Pewborn Field, Bill Hamilton's going to take over and do the play-by-play in the third inning. Then I'll be back with you. Remember, you can see this game on .5 Digital, be archived tomorrow. Worthy Road Studios. And I am looking at a great picture. That's professional Major League quality.
And here we go to the plate. Ken Johnson, number 12. He steps up, number 99, pitcher for Cashmaster, throws a fastball in the outside corner. And Danya Brooks, that got it by him, is no balls, and one strike, 1-1. We're in the top of the third. Brooks winds, tosses, and very quickly, an 0-2 count. McCarter is up, and as the extra batter, would love to get a base hit, and left fielder's moved in real close. Nothing but fastball, center fielder to the right, and the right fielder's got his glove kind of in his hand, kind of relaxing. Doesn't really expect to get a ball out in right field, and Brooks looks into the catcher. Here's the fast pitch. It's outside wide. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Beautiful evening. Pewboring Park. Championship baseball. Little League majors, 11 and 12-year-olds. Cashmasters, 15-0. Ball is hit high in the air. Shortstop calls for it, and he catches it, and we have one away in the top of the third. Joe, it brings back a lot of memories with Little League and Lions Park and all the players.
Now batting number 7,
and all the pictures that people are bringing up. I had the other day some posted on Facebook. Social media is great. This picture is incredible. Brooks winds and tosses and inside right on the handle. And Jacob Wright had difficulty in being able to hit that ball in on the handles.
Yeah, third baseman's playing on the grass.
Looking maybe for a bunt. He's a little small fella. He steps up.
But I've seen him make good contact in some of the games Dan and I have done. He'll surprise you.
And the pitch looked like an inside fastball and right up on the handles. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the third from Pewboring in Jackson, Tennessee. .5 Digital, beautiful coverage. Fastball is in, and we've got a strike, and we've got 2 outs. Nobody on, and coming up will be the leadoff hitter, Zachary Timms. He's had 4 home runs.
Next up, number 4, Walker Moore.
And that's his third strikeout.
Walker Moore. Okay, here we go. The pitcher. I got you.
Yeah, Walker Moore, the pitcher, coming up. And that's third strikeout by Daniel Brooks.
So Walker Moore is stepping up, pitcher against pitcher. Outside corner curveball called for a strike 1. The umpires are Brandon Woods, home plate umpire, and Rod Norton on the bases. So 2 outs, nobody on. Cashmaster winds and fires. Outside, 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Little League Championship baseball doesn't get any better than this. The purest of baseball. Fastball on the inside corner, and it's a swinging strike. Deuces a wild. 2-2. And Brooks is getting signal. He nods, comes to the position, and he missed it. And we have 3 up and 3 down. Nobody scored, Joe. So at the top of the third, we go to the bottom of the third, and we have a 1-1 game. You're listening to baseball, prime time on 101.5.
Next up for Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM radio and our website, .5 Digital Sports, is Little League baseball coverage. Listen or watch Little League baseball action as our News Talk sports crew broadcasts and provides live digital streaming of selected Little League games to your computers and phones. Southern Trucks and 4x4 and News Talk 101.5 FM have teamed up to deliver West Tennessee unrivaled local sports coverage and the power to do more. Batter up with Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Start your summer with super savings in a fun machine at Allen Vines Mitsubishi in Jackson. Right now at Allen Vines Mitsubishi, you can buy a new 2015 Mitsubishi Mirage. Cool colors, up to 44 miles per gallon, and priced at just $12,588. Or how about a brand new Mitsubishi Lancer? Loaded out, priced right at $16,788. New 2015 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport SUV with automatic, air, cruise, gets 32 miles per gallon, just $19,988. Plus a 100,000-mile factory warranty and extra extra rebates could save you even more. You can drive one home today with 0 down, 0 payments for 90 days. Some with 0% APR for 72 months available. And we'll buy your trade even if you don't buy from us. To start your summer off with super savings in a fun machine at Allen Vine's Mitsubishi in Jackson.
Number MN003-4160. Includes $3.99 process fee, rebates, low rate, 0% APR for 72 months with $13.89 per thousand financed available on select models. Requires tax, title, license, credit approval. See dealer for warranty eligibility.
And back at Pewborn Park,
First up for
11-12-year-old
Cashmasters,
championship.
number 12,
Don't forget
Ken
about Medina
Johnson.
Funeral Home and Cremation Service, 302 West Church Street, Medina. Lock in the price with a prearranged funeral. And here's Bill Hamilton with the first hitter in the bottom of the third.
Cashmasters Ken Johnson steps to the plate, and Mr. Moore throws it a little bit outside. Ball one. We're in the bottom of the third. We've got a tie game, 1-1 in the championship game. 11-12-year-old Little League. Curveball inside, hits the corner. Mr. Johnson just let him throw it. We have a 1-1 count. Walker Moore looks, gets the signal, bunt almost, and pulled the bat back. So we have 2 balls, 1 strike, bottom of the third. 0.5 digital, and a bunt was laid down. It's a foul ball, so now we've got deuces wild, 2-2. It's a very interesting game, Joe, and with the sun kind of setting, it's a lot cooler than it's been. This picture, I was trying to think what's probably the biggest thing that's changed in Little League Baseball. It's got to be able to watch Major League coverage on Little League Baseball. And that was swinging strike 3, and we've got our first out because in the days of an index card, a little bit of radio, and now
Next
you've got
up,
some of
number
the best
28,
quality.
Marvin Talley.
You would think that maybe it would be Derek Jeter stepping up, but it is Marvin Talley, number 28. And we have 1 out in the bottom of the third. Cashmaster 15-0 this year. Jackson Engraving is trying to put a loss on there, and we've got a called strike. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the third, Pewborn Park. Joe Holloway and myself, Bill Hamilton, enjoying watching this game as much as just taking it all in, and the ball was inside. So 1-1 count and 1 out.
And, Bill, those pictures coming to you from Worthy Road Studios and production.
And the next pitch is low and outside corner, so that'll be the first ball. So we have 1 ball and 2 strikes now and 1 out. Marvin Talley, he swung a little bit late. We've got a strikeout. And stepping to the plate will be Zachary Timms, number 7, the catcher. Yadier Molina is his favorite player. He's had 4 home runs this year. 2 outs. Bottom of the third, 1-1 game. Walker Moore winds and delivers, and what a swinging hit. Strong signal up to the center fielder. Mr. Timms took a fastball up the middle, and we have a runner on first base with 2 outs. Coming to bat would be Will Cisco, the second baseman. He's a left-handed hitter, and he's got turtle
Next
green
up,
bat.
number 21, Will Cisco.
He walked the last time up, and now Walker Moore has 5 strikeouts in this contest.
So Mr. Moore will be looking in. He'd love to get this one out on a strikeout. He winds and delivers. Swinging strike 1. Runner almost wanted to go. Nice throw by the catcher.
He got it down there in a hurry, and wisely, the runner, Timms, returned. Zach Timms, the catcher, is now on first base with 2 outs.
No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Moore winds and delivers. Outside corner, it looks like he's going to try to get the runner again, and he's got him trapped. Oh, he dove into first base. Tell you what, he's playing a little cat and mouse game on first base right now. So Mr. Moore is looking in for the signal. Quick delivery. Here he comes. Swinging strike 2. And one of the times either they're going to throw the ball away or something's going to happen. It's just too many times. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the third, Pewborn Park. Bill Hamilton bringing you the action, and Joe Holloway will pick it up in the top of the 4th. Here we go with 2 outs. Swinging strike 3, and we've got a ball game at the end of 3. It's Cashmasters 1 and Jackson Engraving 1. 1-1.
It's Truck Month at Johnny Hatcher Chevrolet Buick GMC in Brownsville. We must sell Silverados this month to clear the lot. Over $11,000 off on select trucks in stock. We've not been able to discount trucks this much in a long time. Hurry in while supplies last. Over $11,000 off on select trucks in stock. That's huge, really huge. Stop by 1336 South Dupree in Brownsville. Call or check us out online at DonnieHatcher.com. And remember, we are giving off over $11,000 off on select trucks in stock while supplies last. Not all customers qualify for all rebates and discounts. Over 200 new and used vehicles in stock, and we must clear the lot in June for new 2016 models at Johnny Hatcher Chevrolet Buick GMC in Brownsville, home of the $11,000 discounts on trucks this month. For more information, check us out at DonnieHatcher.com.
Hi, this is Kim Everett of the Forked Vine Wine and Spirits. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our fantastic customers for 9 great years in Jackson. If you haven't visited the Forked Vine, please stop by and check out the area's largest selection of wine, spirits, beer, and our new growler station. Fresh tap beer that you can enjoy at home. Come by and let us give you a tour. Located at the corner of Old Hickory and the 45 Bypass, we are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 11 p.m. Enjoy your adult beverages, but please remember to always drink responsibly.
1-1, a real white knuckler here at Pewborn Park in the championship game. Don't forget about Total Sports Academy here in Jackson. Private instruction for baseball and softball, hitting, fielding, pitching, customized T-shirts, uniforms, supporter shirts, baseball and softball bats. Best deals in town with free demos in the cages with any bat. Before you spend a ton of money on a bat you or your kid will never hit with, go to Total Sports Academy and get a free demonstration. They have consigned bats and equipment, full retail store located next to the Sportsplex. That's Parkstone Place.
First up for Jackson Engraving,
call
number 18, Andrew Coy.
300-7161, and you can follow them on Facebook. That's Total Sports Academy. And don't forget about the cages being open also. And, Bill, we open up the top of the fourth in a real white knuckler at 1-1.
It really is, Joe.
And up to hit is Andrew Coy, the fine fielding second baseman for Jackson Engraving. He takes the first pitch for a ball outside. Daniel Brooks on the mound with 4 strikeouts himself. Here's his second pitch, and it's going to be hit to right field. The right fielder seems to have it played, and making the catch out there is Matthew Sandus. Well,
nice
let me get that right. It's actually Luke Buchanan. I forgot to flip my defensive chart.
Yeah, sometimes that happens, Joe. I do want to congratulate
Next up,
USJ
10,
for hiring
Landon Lambert.
probably one of the best strength coaches in the history of Jackson athletics, and that is Nick Stamper.
Yeah, what a fine young man. He'll be working with all the programs at USJ, and that brings up Landon Lambert, the fine first baseman. He takes a ball in that first pitch. And, Bill, the strategy of playing the right field like that paid off that time.
Yeah, he was in the right position, Joe.
Second pitch on the way from Brooks. Looks a little low, and the umpire says Coach Holloway, who's blind, is right. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out, top of the fourth. Landon Lambert at bat. Brooks' pitch lined into left field just by the shortstop. It'll get to the wall. Lambert rounds first, heads to second with a stand-up double.
Joe, we've got a new third baseman, it looks like, too. You know, when the pitcher started out,
yeah,
it looks like they've made the change over there. So I think Cook is out at third base, and we've got a new third baseman.
And
now batting
we'll
number
pick
14,
up on that third
Benjamin
baseman.
Whitnell.
Now, Benjamin Whitnell, the shortstop, who had a double his first time up. So there's a runner at second, 1 out. Brooks on the mound. The pitch fouled off, and I still flinch even with a screen in front of me, Bill.
That's a sign of old age, Joe.
Well, it's a sign that I took a baseball in the nose while I was in high school.
You jumped back further than I thought you could.
1 strike the count on Benjamin Whitnell.
Ooh, me.
And that one
Nice
high,
play.
and Whitnell ducked, and he said, I'll take a breath here and get back in the box.
Tim's made a nice play on that, nice recovery. That catching position is a very difficult position, Joe.
And it's one that's very important in Little League Baseball. What a great shot you can see from Worthy Road Productions here. And the 1-1 pitch on the way, and it's outside of 2 balls, 1 strike. Remind you that Southern Trucks and 4x4 brings you all .5 digital broadcasts at 1082 West Highway 45 Bypass. There's one hit to right field. Will it get into the gap? It's headed towards the wall.
That's a home run, Joe.
It could be, it might be, and it is a home run as Benjamin Whitnell puts Jackson Engraving on top.
You know, Joe, I just saw something sportsmanship I don't know that I've ever seen. The third baseman gave his opposition, who just hit a home run, a high five when he walked by.
Well,
I don't think I've ever
very
seen
nice.
that.
I like that. Well, this is a lot of good kids here in this league. They've taught sportsmanship, and that'll bring up Ross Heising, who's 0 for 1 on the day, and we've got a new ball game, 3-1, Jackson Engraving and Awards.
That ball was stroked, Coach.
Ball one outside to Heising. You can see this game. It'll be archived tomorrow on .5 Digital. And again, Southern Trucks and 4x4 with us for a lot, well, actually all of our broadcasts. Second pitch outside, 2-0. Daniel Brooks didn't want to give it up, but got the pitch just high enough, and it was in the power alley. And here's the pitch, fouled off to the right. 2 balls, 1 strike. Benjamin Whitnell, he gets 2 RBIs on that home run.
So will the underdog take the game tonight, Joe?
And this is the underdog. They have been beaten 3 times by Cashmaster. We're in the top of the 4th. Daniel Brooks peers in, gets his sign, comes to the plate, and a swinging strike 2 on Heising. Ross Heising, the center fielder at the plate. He'll be followed by Landon Perkins, the catcher in the on-deck circle. Here's the 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Got the corner. And that is the second out of the inning. And it looks like the 5th strikeout for Daniel
Landon
Brooks.
Perkins.
Perkins up at bat. Bill's 0 for 1, but he has worked hard as the catcher tonight.
He's got the fluorescent orange bat, Joe.
Yep. Outside, Brooks holding the ball just a little long sometimes. That's the reason that pitch goes outside like that. Pitches from a stretch motion. You can see from our center field camera on Worthy Road Productions. Swinging strike 1.
I've always wondered, why would you want to pitch from that position versus coming with the big body as big as that young man is?
Sometimes they do that. It makes them make the right stride, etc. There's swinging strike 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Landon Perkins with 2 outs. I've seen it done a long time before. Back when you and I played, if the catcher missed third strike, you couldn't run on it. You can run on it now. 1-2 pitch on the way, fouled off to the right. It'll be out of play. And we'll get a new baseball. Don't forget about Gene Langley Ford, 35 years serving West Tennessee, 7-8-4. And there is a swinging strike 3 for the third out. But we had 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base at the end of 3 1/2 innings of play. Jackson Engraving and Awards lead 3-1. Let's take that time out on .5 Digital.
More power to you. Weaver Small Engines. Tractors to mowers. Utility vehicles too.
When it comes to taking care of your lawn, you demand strength and nothing less, and you deserve comfort above all else. With the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series, you get it all. The Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series surrounds you in exceptional comfort and incredibly responsive handling that puts you in command of every turn. Powered by professional-grade engines with unbelievable results backed by the industry's strongest warranty, the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series is the tractor for you. Stop by Weaver Small Engines located at 840 South Highland for test drives, expert advice, superior service, and exceptional financing. Welcome to Strongsville. Get the best, forget the rest. Get to Weaver Small Engines today.
Weaver Small Engines. Weaver Small Engines.
Hi, this is Chris King with King Tire Company. Summer is here and there's adventure around every corner. But whether you're setting off on a road trip or just going to the mall, you'll need a great set of tires. During the Destination Summer Drive event, you'll receive up to a $70 prepaid card when you purchase a new set of 4 qualifying Cooper tires. From the all-terrain AT3 to the pavement-gripping RS3A, we put 100 years of experience into every tire. And now we'll put up to $70 in your pocket. Stop by any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt or visit us online at kingtires.com.
And back here for the bottom of the 4th at Pewborn Park. I want to thank Southern Trucks and 4x4 who has brought you .5 Digital broadcast of football, basketball, and now baseball. Also Medina Funeral Home and Cremation Service military funerals, cremation service, church funerals. Call 783-1110, MedinoFuneralHome.com. And, of course, we've got the guys, we want to thank them from Total Sports Academy. And I think I said Chuck West a while ago. It's Chuck Walker. Chuck didn't shoot me for that. He'll get me for that one. And don't forget the baseball cages are open. Jackson Baseball Academy has the cages for rent all the time, even during Sportsplex weekend. And the young man that started the game, but his back was hurting.
Number 11,
Tristan Cook is going to lead off. Tristan Cook, who was pitching, will lead off for Cashmasters. Daniel Brooks will be on deck, and the third hitter this inning should be Malachi Anderson. And looks like Walker Moore still on the mound for Jackson Engraving, Bill. And a square around, pulling back in the bunt. I like the motion, but everybody was in motion for the defense.
Don't you think, Joe, when you play somebody 3 or 4 times, that eventually it works from a psychological position and the underdog really rises to the top? Right now, that's what we've got.
That you play hard, and it's tough to beat anybody 4 times in the season. They've played 3 previous time. Here's square around, and he lets that one go. 1-1 to count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Tristan Cook at the plate. Walker Moore on the mound, and the Jackson Engraving defense of Lambert, Coy, Whitnell, and Patel in the infield on the move. He's hitting away this time, Bill, and a swinging strike 2.
And his back is still grimacing. I was thinking years ago on a vacation, we went up to Montgomery Bell, got in one of the paddle boats, Joe, and I actually strained my knee, and they wanted me to sit out for about 3 weeks. Well, you couldn't do that. In Little League, you had to play.
You had to play. They're creeping in, and now he wanted to swing away, and the ball is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jackson Engraving leading 3-1 over Cashmasters here in the championship game. Love those shots that we're getting. What a shot from center field. And you see him square around, and I think he's faking the bunt. No, he bunted, and it's a good one with 2 strikes. And it gets a hit, he being Tristan Cook. And, Bill, that takes the guts of a cat burglar because if it goes foul, you're out.
Well, he did a good job, and now after he got the bunt, he said, I'm okay to run.
Next up, number 9.
You get a little extra energy, that pain kind of goes away.
Well, this young man's fast, too, and maybe he got the back to loosen up a little bit. That brings up Daniel Brooks, who's 0 for 1. He's pitching now, was playing shortstop. Walker Moore with 6 strikeouts on the mound. Tristan Cook at first base. And the ball high, as you see on our Worthy Road Productions camera on .5 Digital. Don't forget we've got news on there, too, and read the Coach's Corner. Our executive producer is Seabass, the man with the plan. Second pitch for Moore on the way. Fouled off, evening the count at 1-1. There's no outs in the inning.
Well, my son-in-law said thanks for the nice article that you put on Coach's Corner about one grandson. Thought it was very well written, and I do appreciate it, Joe.
And, of course, your nephew Cody's the new soccer coach up at Dyer County.
Yeah, a lot of news.
And the second pitch, as you can see, just a little bit outside. I wished I could do a good Bob Euchre. 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs. The runner on first is Tristan Cook. The hitter is Daniel Brooks. Walker Moore on the mound. Jackson Engraving playing straight away. And the 2 ball, 1 strike pitch is outside and high for 3-1.
Joe, I heard one of the neatest things. Vince Scully signed a bat for a San Francisco Giant fan like 50 years ago. The guy said he wouldn't take anything for that bat.
I wouldn't either. 3-1 pitch from Moore on the way. Swinging in, fouled off to the right. It'll be out of play. Wiped out 5 cars. No, I'm teasing. There's no cars over there. Now, if we were at Pringles Park, or the park formerly known as Pringles Park.
Well, Lions Field, you would have probably a windshield broken.
Yeah, you could. 3-1. Now 3-2 count. Fouled off. 3-1's the score. And again, the 3-2 pitch fouled off. Hanging tough is Daniel Brooks. Working hard is Walker Moore, the pitcher. Outfield deep for this young man, though, Bill. And they're playing about 10 feet away from the fence. 3-2 pitch on the way.
Got him inside.
Got him, and that one come right back in on the black part of the
he's
plate.
stealing second.
Just got there ahead of the tag. So a stolen base for Tristan Cook. It's kind of like a delayed steal, wasn't it, Bill?
Yeah, he didn't really start then, but that's a big strike out there, Joe.
It really is, because they were playing deep, power hitter. That brings up the third baseman, Malachi Anderson. He's 0 for 1 today. Runner on second, 1 out. Moore into the stretch and the pitch.
Now batting number 2,
Ball
Malachi
1.
Anderson.
And like we said earlier, Southern Trucks and 4x4 help bring you these .5 digital sporting contests right down Main Street for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on second. We don't have a neat phrase for that like Deuce is Wild. 4th inning. It's the bottom of the 4th. Cashmasters at the plate. Anderson pops one out to right field. Second baseman. They're going to hurry. It drops. The Texas leaguer. And the Cook's going to head to the plate. And the throw, they throw it high and all the way to third. That'll be a single. And advanced on the throw to the plate. And now it's a 3-2 ball game, Bill.
Yeah, and it's a whole different atmosphere. Runner on third base and only 1 out. That was that was a betweener. In between the right field, the first base, and the second base. That's a very difficult ball to hit. But
now batting
right now,
number 20, Carter Craig.
We're going to come back and we're going to tie this thing up.
Well, that's what they're saying. They got a runner on third. You got to be careful of the wild pitch in the pass ball here. And the pitch, Carter Craig, the fine fielding first baseman who's 0 for 1. He is a very strong young man. He's looking to tie it up or put his team ahead. Here's Moore's pitch, and it's hit on the ground. Will he get what a play by Coy. Will he get it there in time? The umpire says he did get him. 4-3 for the third out, but you had one run.
Second out. Was it the second out?
Second out. That is the second out. You are absolutely right, Bill. The second out. So we have another run score. We've got a tie ball game.
Yeah, and that's all they wanted to do. But I'm going to tell you, that was a big
Buchanan.
league play. That was kind of like a Bobby Richardson type play to catch that ball.
Well, a great job by Andrew Coy. First baseman Landon Lambert kept that toe on the bag. And that brings to the plate Luke Buchanan, the right fielder. And he gets that one off. The fist foul is off to the right. 3-3, so we're back to a real white knuckler again.
Yeah, you thought the lead, and it didn't last very long, Coach.
Well, these are two fine ball clubs playing for the 11, 12-year-old Little League Championship. Second pitch on the way, a little high, 1-1 to count, 2 outs. Base is clean now.
What umpire do you remember from the Little League days? Is there one single umpire that just brings recognition to you?
And the pitch, I will tell you about that. It's back to the pitcher. Pitcher to first, and the inning over. Score that 1-3, but the damage was done. 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left at the end of 4 innings of play. Cashmasters 3, Jackson Engraving and Awards 3. Let's take a timeout on .5 Digital.
The warm weather season is Jenny Craig season. We want to look our best. And according to a recent study from Johns Hopkins University, testing demonstrated substantial data to prove the Jenny Craig weight loss plan to be more effective than dieting on your own or using outside counseling. A substantial margin that even the 1-year point on Jenny Craig plans, people were keeping the weight off. And there are new foods in right now. Chocolate muffin, broccoli cheese stuffed potato, lemon garlic shrimp, roasted vegetable lasagna, chicken pesto pasta, vanilla buttercream cupcakes, delicious meals, a plan that works, support when you need it, the Jenny Craig weight loss plan. 668-4313. Make that call today. In Jackson at Stonebrook Place, right next to Target. A program that will work for you. Things change. People notice with Jenny Craig, 668-4313.
If you see it, if you hear it, if you read it, Sarah Jackson will beat.
The Sarah Pre-Owned Mega Center will meet or beat any dealer's advertised price.
2013 Jaguar XF under 30,000. 2010 Corolla only $189 a month. 2013 Sierra 1500 only $259 a month. Remember, if you see it, hear it, or read it, the Sarah Pre-Owned Center will beat.
We will meet or beat any dealer's advertised price.
Get to Sarah now on Stonebridge Boulevard or shop online at sarahjackson.com.
Little League Championship game as Matthew Sanders steps to the plate. And this contest brought to you by Southern Trucks and 4x4, Medina Funeral Home and Cremation, Total Sports Academy, Jackson Baseball Academy, Gene Langley Ford. Here's the second pitch, fouled off, Bill, in fast action. And you ask about umpires, Billy Scribner in Little League and Reverend Voigtman in the Babe Ruth League, because he would say you're a dead duck at the plate.
What about Tom Apes? You remember Tom?
Tom didn't last long enough to remember him as an umpire.
About 3 days.
Pitch on the way, popped up, grabbed off by the shortstop, and that was actually, that is that Cook at short now? No, they've moved Malachi Anderson over there. Malachi playing short, and that's the first out of the inning. Is
next up, number
pops
11,
to the
Blaine
shortstop.
Verdung.
Blaine Verdung, the left fielder, and he has been on base tonight at one time.
Interesting, he's choking up a little bit on the bat, Joe. You got a fastball pitcher. That's a good thing to do.
And you're right about that, Bill. And one ball the count. Here's Brooks. Bring it to plate. There's the heater, but it stayed high. Bill, this game has moved along. We're in the top of the fifth.
It's a quick. They don't need a shot clock on this game.
Boy, there's a strike right on that inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out the count. Your hitter, Blaine Verdung. The pitcher is Daniel Brooks. The catcher is Zachary Timms. And that one's outside 3-1. I'm wondering if Brooks is not getting close to the 85 pitch count, though.
Well, the sun's gone down, so it's not as hot as it was. Oh, that's a nice pitch, Joe, right down the gut.
That was 3-2 the count, 1 out. Verdung, something's going to happen. Here's the action pitch, the 3-2 pitch from Daniel Brooks on its way. Fouled off, and we'll do it again.
Yeah, just fought it off, Joe, and that's a good position to hold back your bat. And he's choked up a little bit again and got the fluorescent orange bat and over his shoulder.
Yeah, you're right about that. Here's the 3-2 pitch, and again, fouled off. Don't forget about that private instruction for baseball and softball and customized T-shirts, uniforms, and supporter shirts from Total Sports Academy, and you can find them by the Sportsplex, Parkstone Place by Sparky's. 3-2 pitch again on the way, and outside for ball 4. And so Verdung has been on base both times. He's been at the plate, this time by walk. The other time he had
now batting number 20, Adit Patel.
Adit Patel, the third baseman, who's 0 for 1. He's got a chance to help his team out, Bill.
He really does. 1 runner on the ball. You've got to say Brooks has got to be getting tired, Joe, because a lot of the pitchers are outside, which means that, and you talked about it, he's holding on the ball too much before he releases it.
And the 1-ball pitch just about on the way. Here is Brooks. It's swung on. It's hit down the right line. It's fair ball. Right fielder playing it, fields it, and he'll hold the man to a single, but Verdung's going to advance all the way to third with a neat slide. And you saw it on the Worthy Road pictures here on .5 Digital.
It's funny, Joe, when you hold up on a bat and it goes down right field, they all count as singles. So it puts a nice position with 1 out, runners on first on the corners.
And Shane Cisco, the manager, is going to go out and talk to Daniel. And here's what's happening. Let's see if they put the play on. Got first and third, 1 out. In Little League Baseball, a lot of times they'll try to steal second. Hopefully they want to draw the throw. A lot of teams don't throw through, but, you have the play. You can throw it back hard to the pitcher. You can fake it down. You can throw it to the third baseman. There are a lot of things you can do here
now batting number 2,
also.
Cade McCarter.
Cade McCarter in a position to put his team back ahead. McCarter 0 for 1 in the contest. Has a small strike zone, though, Bill.
He really does.
And with 1 out, first and third, here's Brooks coming to the plate and threw that one very hard, but outside. And I'm going to tell you what, Zachary Timms very agile back there.
So when you reach 85 pitches, that's all you can pitch in a game.
And that one just a little low, 2 balls, no strikes. The only thing is if you're working on a hitter, when the 85th pitch is thrown, you can finish that hitter. Brooks, and he throws that one down Main Street, and a good, healthy cut by McCarter.
Is there a person assigned for a pitch count?
The scorekeeper over there has a pitch. In my book, I should be keeping it. I've got a place to keep it. The 2-1 is low, making it 3-1. I wonder if the take sign, I don't know the other team's signal, either team's signals, but let's say he may be taking here. It's 3-1, 1 out, runners at first and third. Brooks at the belt, looks in, comes to the plate, and he hit. And that's a hit batsman. That'll load it up. And that one stings when that happens.
Yeah, I got hit one time. Bill Baxter hit me on my shoulder, and 50 years later, I still remember it, Joe.
Does it still hurt as bad?
Well, I'll tell you what, I saw the little marks, I call them tread marks. They weren't tire marks, they were baseball marks. And you remember those. Or if Troy Giles hit you, you don't remember that.
Now batting number 7, Jacob Wright.
Let's set the stage, Bill. 1 out, bases loaded. Jacob Wright at the plate. He's got a chance. Something's got to happen. Either runs coming in or the defense is going to hold here. Brooks checks, comes to the plate. comes and just a little bit outside. Now, Wright and McCarter don't have big strike zones.
That's a little fella right there, Joe.
And I bet the take sign is on. Let's see. Here comes the pitch.
It's high.
And a little high.
And there everybody's saying, we're taking it.
I know at 3-0 it'll be taking. He didn't see the sign down the line. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Got that one right over that black part of the outside part of the plate. 2-1, 1 out. Sacks jam, no place to put anybody. Daniel Brooks looks in. He wants the strikeout. Threw that one hard.
Too long.
Yeah, almost overthrowing. It's 3-1, and you got to bring this one down Main Street. You don't worry about being fancy. Make the hitter put it in place. 3-1 count, 1 out, bases loaded. The pitch just a little high, and that'll walk a run in. Jacob Wright takes care of business and gets that runner in, puts his team back in front. Sack's still jammed. That gets us to the top of the order. Walker Moore, the pitcher up there, he's 0 for 2 today. But he can help his own cause, and he swings. He had a good rip at it.
A little bit late, Joe.
Now batting number 4, Walker Moore.
Jackson Engraving and Awards ahead of Cashmasters 4-3 now. There's 1 out, bases loaded, 1 strike on Walker Moore. Coach had a couple of words for him. Brooks checks, fires, got it. Strike 2. And
beautiful pitch, Joe.
Man, you could feel the heat on that one.
Well, I mean, you got pitcher and pitcher, and they're battling each other.
The infield of Craig, Cisco, and Anderson there, strike 3. And so Brooks helped himself out with the strikeout. And let's see, in Brooks' case, that is his 6th strikeout and a big one. Brings up Andrew Coy. Coy 0 for 2, but boy, he could really help his team here. They'll be running with the crack of the bat, Bill. The pitch, just a little outside. I like the way Brandon signals. They let you know what's happening.
Look at the left fielder, Joe.
They are playing him around, so it's they're shading everybody to right field right now.
Another foot, and he's outside the fence.
Brooks with the 1-ball pitch coming to the plate, and it is outside. 2 balls, no strikes, no place to put the hitter. Andrew Coy, the hitter, the fine fielding second baseman, 0 for 2 on the day. He'd love to get a hit right here. The pitch inside, 3-0, and I bet the take sign is on. Now you got to come down Main Street, Bill.
You got to come with some heat, too.
4-3, the score. And it looks outside, and that will walk a run in. We've only had 1 hit in the inning, but 2 runs have scored. Bases still loaded. You got Coy at first on the walk, and that brings up Landon Lambert. Officially, he's 1 for 1 tonight because he walked in the first inning. He had a double. And this young man capable of cleaning the bases. 5-3 your score. Jackson Engraving leading. There's 2 outs. Sacks jam. Brooks right now says, I'd love to have a strike. And he gets a swinging strike. Would have been 1 anyway.
You know, coaches, everybody thinks the plate sometimes gets small and then it gets wide again, Joe. It's been a well-called game.
Yep. 1 strike count. Brooks at the belt coming to the plate. Strike 2. And again, don't forget about Worthy Road Productions, Paul Schulze, live events 731-499-1730. Thank our cameraman Kane Vester. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Just outside, tempting, and Lambert watched it all the way, Bill.
You did a Bob Euchre, just a little bit outside. I heard you try to get it.
Yeah, don't forget Southern Trucks and 4x4, 1082, Highway 45 bypass. Here's the 1-2 pitch, fouled off, and we'll have the excitement again.
Well, I wonder if Jerry Lawler's been pinned tonight.
A little early yet for that one, but the superstar and Steve-O, and that's not the same Steve-O I remember. A guy named Steve Orjachowski used to wrestle as Steve-O. Pitch high, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. But there are 3 runners on base this time, so the deuces aren't completely wild. Brooks wants this pitch here, and he gets it. Swinging strike 3 to end the inning. But you had 2 big runs on 1 hit and 3 men left on base at the end of 4 1/2 innings of play on .5 Digital. It's 5-3 with Jackson Engraving ahead. Let's take a timeout on .5 Digital.
Next up for Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM radio and our website .5 Digital Sports is Little League Baseball coverage. Listen or watch Little League Baseball action as our News Talk Sports crew broadcasts and provides live digital streaming of selected Little League games to your computers and phones. Southern Trucks and 4x4 and News Talk 101.5 FM have teamed up to deliver West Tennessee unrivaled local sports coverage and the power to do more. Batter up with Jackson's News Talk 101.5 FM.
Start your summer with super savings in a fun machine at Allen Vine's Mitsubishi in Jackson. Right now at Allen Vine's Mitsubishi, you can buy a new 2015 Mitsubishi Mirage. Cool colors, up to 44 miles per gallon, and priced at just $12,588. Or how about a brand new Mitsubishi Lancer? Loaded out, priced right at $16,788. New 2015 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport SUV with automatic, air, cruise gets 32 miles per gallon, just $19,988. Plus a 100,000-mile factory warranty and extra rebates could save you even more. You can drive one home today with zero down, zero payments for 90 days. Some with 0% APR for 72 months available. And we'll buy your trade even if you don't buy from us. To start your summer off with super savings in a fun machine at Allen Vine's Mitsubishi in Jackson.
Number MN 0034160 includes $3.99 process fee, rebates, low rate, 0% APR for 72 months for $13.89 per thousand financed available on select models. Requires tax, title, license, credit approval. See dealer for warranty eligibility.
Championship baseball here on 101.5 and .5 digital. Southern Trucks and 4x4, 1082 Highway 45 bypass, 422-3722. MyTruck.net. They can customize trucks, 4x4s, cars, motorcycles, SUVs. They can do anything you want done. And, of course, Medina Funeral Home and Cremation Service, 302 Church Street in Medina. 783-1110, MedinaFuneralHome.com. And please don't forget about one of the best baseball places in town, Jackson Baseball Academy.
Up
out at
first for
Sportsplex, where
Cashmasters,
they rent
Tylen
cages all
Dalton.
the time, even during Sportsplex weekends. And also you have private instruction at Total Sports Academy. You can get T-shirts, uniforms, supporter shirts, baseball and softball bats, consigned bats, equipment, full-scale or full retail store located at Sportsplex, Parkstone Place by Sparky's. Call 300-7161. Facebook, Total Sports Academy. And stepping in to hit is Kylan Dalton. He's the left fielder. He's 0 for 1.
Mr. Moore has done a good job today, Joe, keeping the ball around the plate. And right now, his team, he's just got to keep it over the middle and keep them off the bases.
You're right about that, Bill. And strike two, 0-2 count. And Colin Moore will have to choke up a little bit on that bat. And I'm wondering what the pitch count is on Moore, though. He's got to be getting pretty close to that 85 pitch mark. Just a little bit outside, and it makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes, and everything gets dramatic. Looks like Jackson Engraving Bill's going to play these hitters straight away right now. 1-2 pitch, outside, 2-2 the count. You don't want to walk any runs here. Make them beat you in the field. 2-2 pitch on the way from Moore. It's fouled off. Kylan Dalton, and what a great picture from Worthy Road Production. They give you several angles. You can see that scoreboard, and you can always see that 101.5 FM. Worthy Road Studios in production. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Moore.
Oh, beautiful pitch, Joe. He'll go sit down with his bat. I tell you what, that was just a perfect place, a little spinner, and it's a difficult position right now because I would imagine Cashmaster has not had to come from behind very much, not with 15 home runs being hit this season.
You're right, Bill. That is the 7th strikeout for Walker Moore. And at the plate, Adam Smith, Jr., and he takes a strike. I'm going to tell you what, right now, Walker Moore throwing more strikes than he did earlier in the game.
Yeah, he's warmed up and loose, and he's little spinner balls. That ball had some movement.
Yeah, it had some movement. 0-1 pitch is a ball, so it's 1-1, 1 out. Jackson Engraving and Awards 5-3 over Cashmaster. We're in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the pitch. Outside 2-1, I hope, or 2-1. Yeah, I hope I didn't jinx him by saying that.
No, you were ahead, I think. It's okay.
Yeah.
He's like the cover of Sports Illustrated, you know?
Yeah. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swinging strike 2. Adam Smith Jr. wants to connect or get a walk here. His team needs base runners, trailing by 2. Back into the box, and you'll see the wind and fire by Moore. Just, whoa, that one. It was close. You know what? I've learned something. Adam Smith Jr. has a good eye at the plate, better than mine. 3-2. Something happens on this pitch. Here's Moore's pitch. Swinging strike.
Is that number 8, Joe?
That is number 8. You're right, Bill.
Wow, that's a lot of strikeouts.
Really is. And the last hope in this inning, now we've got one more
Now
inning to go,
number
is
12,
Ken Johnson.
Ken Johnson.
Wearing number 12. Ken has a smaller strike zone. He's 0 for 1 on the night. And that one was spinning but stayed high, Bill.
You know, you've got to worry, though, if he's approaching the pitch count at this position as well as he's pitching, who would they bring in?
And a bunt, and it goes foul. I'm not sure who the other pitchers. I think Jackson Engraving has a couple more pitchers. Just like, actually, Cashmasters has 5 pitchers on their squad.
Wow.
And that one a strike on the bunt attempt by Ken Johnson. Johnson 0 for 1. And that's a 2-striker right there. 1 ball, 2 strikes now with 2 outs. Johnson got to protect the plate. Walker Moore wants to get him with this pitch, the last pitches he uses. And there's the curveball coming in the back door. He struck out the side that time. And, Bill, we can truthfully say no runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base.
9 strikeouts at this point.
9 strikeouts. At the end of 5 innings of play, Jackson Engraving 5, Cashmasters 3. Let's take that timeout on 101.5.
It's Truck Month at Johnny Hatcher Chevrolet Buick GMC in Brownsville. We must sell Silverados this month to clear the lot. Over $11,000 off on select trucks in stock. We've not been able to discount trucks this much in a long time. Hurry in while supplies last. Over $11,000 off on select trucks in stock. That's huge. Really huge. Stop by 1336 South Dupree in Brownsville. Call or check us out online at DonnieHatcher.com. And remember, we are giving off over $11,000 off on select trucks in stock while supplies last. Not all customers qualify for all rebates and discounts. Over 200 new and used vehicles in stock, and we must clear the lot in June for new 2016 models at Johnny Hatcher Chevrolet Buick GMC in Brownsville, home of the $11,000 discounts on trucks this month. For more information, check us out at DonnieHatcher.com.
Hi, this is Kim Everett of the Forked Vine Wine and Spirits. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our fantastic customers for 9 great years in Jackson. If you haven't visited the Forked Vine, please stop by and check out the area's largest selection of wine, spirits, beer, and our new growler station. Fresh tap beer that you can enjoy at home. Come by and let us give you a tour. Located at the corner of Old Hickory and the 45 Bypass, we are open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 11 p.m. Enjoy your adult beverages, but please remember to always drink responsibly.
Up first for Jackson Engraving, number 14.
And leading
Benjamin
off here in the
Whitnell.
championship game on 101.5 and .5 digital for Jackson Engraving is Benjamin Whitnell. He's 2 for 2 with a double and a home run. And, Bill, we've had a change in pitchers.
Yeah, it looked like a swap with the shortstop, Joe.
Looks like Malachi Anderson, number 2 on there. He throws some junk stuff. He's got a little curve, and there was the curveball for a swinging strike 1.
He looked like a little knuckler. That ball actually did drop down, Joe.
Dropped a little bit. Had a pitcher that once pitched for me in the Southern League that looked a little bit like him. His name was William Hunter. We called him Catfish Hunter. 0-1 count. The batter Whitnell, who's 2 for 2 tonight, and he's been the big stick. Matter of fact, it was his home run that.
Of all the concession stand baseball, Little League, what was your favorite thing to
the rainbow
enjoy?
snow cone.
Rainbow snow cone.
One pitch fouled off the first baseman.
Oh, he caught it, Joe.
Great effort catching that baseball over there is Carter Craig, and he did it right up against the other dugout.
I'll tell you what, his cousin, Jonathan Van Eden, would be proud of him. Carter Craig, a great play as a first baseman.
Oh, yes.
Now batting number
Great play.
21, Ross Heising.
Daniel Brooks finished the night with 6 strikeouts, and it looks like Ross Heising, the center fielder who's 0 for 2 at bat, here in the top of the 6. He hits one. Will it get there? No, the shortstop, Daniel Brooks, drifts back, takes the Texas Leaguer away for the second out of the inning. Landon
Next
Perkins,
up, number 1,
the catcher.
Landon Perkins.
He's 0 for 2 tonight. We're in the 6th. Jackson Engraving and Awards leading 5-3 over the undefeated Cashmaster team. Here's Malachi Anderson's first pitch to him, a swinging strike with 2 outs. Bill?
That dropped off the table, Joe.
It really did. He's got a good curveball, a Little League style curveball. Second pitch, breaking in there, and that one broke sharply. That broke better than the old Little League curve.
I tell you what, that's a tough ball to hit for 11, 12-year-old.
It really is, and with a 2-strike count on Landon Perkins, that pitch is inside. You can see those pictures on Worthy Road Production Studios. Great shots here on .5 Digital, and don't forget our .5 Digital broadcast brought to you by Southern Trucks and 4x4. Did he go around? They stay safe. 2-2. Don't forget about some of our other sponsors. Medina Funeral Home and Cremation Service in Medina, Tennessee. And Gene Langley Ford, and, of course, out there, Jackson Baseball Academy and the Total Sports Academy out at Parkstone Place by Sparky's. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Just a little low. 3-2. 2 outs. Nobody on. Malachi Anderson wants this pitch bad so his team can come to bat in the bottom of the 6th. Anderson into the windup. The pitch. It is a swinging strike 3. So in the inning, 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors. At the end of 5.5 innings of play, Jackson Engraving leads 5-3. Let's take that final timeout here on News Talk 101.5.
To you, Weaver Small Engines, tractors to mowers, utility vehicles too.
When it comes to taking care of your lawn, you demand strength and nothing less, and you deserve comfort above all else. With the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series, you get it all. The Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series surrounds you in exceptional comfort and incredibly responsive handling that puts you in command of every turn. Powered by professional-grade engines with unbelievable results backed by the industry's strongest warranty, the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series is the tractor for you. Stop by Weaver Small Engines located at 840 South Highland for test drives, expert advice, superior service, and exceptional financing. Welcome to Strongsville. Get the best, forget the rest. Get to Weaver Small Engines today.
Weaver Small Engines, Weaver Small Engines.
Hi, this is Chris King with King Tire Company. Summer is here and there's adventure around every corner. But whether you're setting off on a road trip or just going to the mall, you'll need a great set of tires. During the Destination Summer Drive event, you'll receive up to a $70 prepaid card when you purchase a new set of 4 qualifying Cooper tires. From the all-terrain AT3 to the pavement-gripping RS3A, we put 100 years of experience into every tire. And now we'll put up to $70 in your pocket. Stop by any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt or visit us online at kingtires.com.
Little League Championship Baseball 11 and 12-year-olds brought to you on .5 Digital by Southern Trucks 4x4, Medina Funeral Home. And we'll give you some of our other sponsors. Is here in the bottom of 6, Walker Moore's first pitch to Marvin Talley, who's leading off the bottom of the 6. This is do or die, Bill.
This is it, Joe.
Second pitch on the way, and it's low, ball 2. Right now, Cashmasters, who has only 3 hits, needs base runners. Walker Moore, who has 9 strikeouts, and he gets a strike on that one. And, Bill, I am wrong. He's got 10 strikeouts because I didn't add that last one in there. He has 10 now. 10 strikeouts. Wow. 2-1. The pitch coming, swinging strike 2. Marvin Talley wanting to get on for Cashmasters. There are no outs in the bottom of the 6. This is for the championship.
So 10 strikeouts out of potential 15 outs, Joe.
And make it 11 now. There's 1 out in the bottom of the 6. And that brings up the leadoff man, the catcher, Zachary Timms, who's 1 for 2 on the night. He's been on base twice, though he was on an error and scored in the first inning. Now, they're checking
now
pitches.
Batting, number 7, Zachary Timms.
And they're going to check pitches because he's close to that 85 count. 81. He's got 4 pitches left, Bill.
All right. So if he does this one in like 2 or 3 pitches, then he's got to finish out the number 3 no matter what.
Well, if he can get to the
once he gets, if he's in the middle of the pitch count.
He can finish whichever. If he uses 5 pitches to this man, it's okay. And like we said, Zachary Timms, that first pitch is a strike outside, so 3 pitches left if I'm right.
So that's 82 pitches right now.
Foul ball.
83.
Yeah, he's got 2 pitches left.
Joe, this is really getting to be a gut check for Jackson Engraving.
Zachary Timms 1 for 2 up there. The catcher, the leadoff man, wanting to get on. 2 strikes, 1 out. His team trails by 2. Here's the pitch from Walker Moore. It's swung on, grounded, gets past Moore. Will the second baseman come up with it? And I'm going to tell you what, got to give him a base hit on that one. So what, got 1 pitch left?
Yes, sir.
And a single for Timms, who goes 2 for 3 there. The tying run coming to the plate in the form of Will Cisco, the second baseman.
Now batting number 21, Will Cisco.
Will Cisco, the hitter. 1 out, 1 runner on. And according to our count, 1 pitch left for Walker Moore, and it's a swinging strike. They throw down to second. And good defensive work, maybe. Well, he gets to finish this batter because he started it. So getting in that 1 pitch was important.
So he hasn't used all his pitches, Joe.
Yeah, well, no, he gets to finish this batter. It's popped up. Will it fall? The bunt. Down in front of the plate. It's safe. And advancing with strong base running as nobody covered is Zachary Timms is on third, first and third. I'm going to score it a hit because they never had a chance to throw out Will Cisco, who is now 1 for 2. Winning run at the
now
plate.
Batting number 11, Tristan Cook.
The tying run is at first base, and there's got to be a pitching change. While there's a pitching change, let's tell you about some of our sponsors. Private instruction for baseball and softball, hitting, fielding, pitching for baseball and softball, customized T-shirts, uniforms, and supporter shirts, baseball and softball bats. Best deal in town with the free demos in the cages with any bat. That's at Total Sports Academy. Go there for the free demos. They have consigned bats, full retail store located next to Sportsplex. That's Parkstone Place by Sparky's. Call 300-7361. That's 300-7161, or you can follow them at Facebook on Total Sports Academy. And Bill, I'll let you pick up while the batter. Don't forget, Jackson Baseball Academy has the cages for rent all the time, even during the Sportsplex weekends. And, of course, we've got Southern Trucks and 4x4. They customize trucks, 4x4s, cars, motorcycles, truck sales, trade-ins, SUV. If it has to do with your truck, it has to do with us. 1082 Highway 45 Bypass, mytruck.net. Medina Funeral Home and Cremation Service, 302 West Church Street, Medina. Lock in the price of a prearranged funeral. Military funerals, cremation service, church funeral. Call 783-1110, MedinaFuneralHome.com. And also don't forget about Gene Langley Ford. You call them at 731-784-9311. Gene Langley Ford, the Ford dealership that service built, celebrating 35 years in West Tennessee. It's a full-service dealership, and overhead is so low
now
that he'll
pitching for
meet
Jackson Engraving, number 1, Landon Perkins.
Okay, Landon Perkins, that is the catcher, isn't it, pitching now?
Joe, it's really getting down to a gut time.
It is. It's Tristan Cook, who has a single. He's 1 for 2. His team trailing, he can help them out. He shows bunt, but he's pulling back, and that pitch inside, and the runner will go down to second. You knew that was going to happen. So now you have runners in scoring position, second and third. Bill, are you bunting or are you hitting away?
You know, I think you're going to let the man hit away, Joe. It's just you kind of expected it. The underdog trying to finish the game. Pitch count got Mr. Moore, who did an excellent job tonight. One of the best pitching exhibitions I've seen.
It really was. A fine young man, just ran out of pitches. Here is Perkins pitched, and it hit him, so it'd be dead ball. In one way, that helps because even though it's a hit batter and you load the bases, the tying runs at second, winning runs at first. There's 1 out. But see, this sets up a force play. But now you've got one of your power men
now batting
coming
number
up.
99, Daniel Brooks.
Daniel Brooks is up there. Bill, what's he done on the year home run-wise?
Well, he's had 4, Joe. He's had 4 of the 15 that they've hit. So, you know, this is not where Cashmaster wanted to be there, but Jackson Engraving did not want to have the bases loaded at this point.
Here's the 1-out pitch. It's high. The outfield looks deep, Bill.
Well, they are, Joe, but, I mean, you know, you got to keep the ball in front of you. This young man has the capabilities of going yard. We've got to get the ball over the plate if you're Jackson Engraving.
The 1-0 pitch by Perkins is low inside, gets away. Here comes the runner streaking to the plate, and Zachary Timms is going to score. It's now a one-run ball game, Bill. Timms comes up limping just a little bit.
Well, the ball hit him on his ankle, throwing it back. You could tell it's a tough place to be because you've outplayed your team that was undefeated to this point, and right now you can see the wheels coming off the wagon.
Good strategy by the manager for the Jackson Engraving team. They're going to come talk it over. Runners in scoring position at second and third. There's one out. There's a 2-ball count on Daniel Brooks. And, Bill, a one-run ball game. Are we going extra innings?
No, I don't think so, Joe. I'm not going to tell you what I think might happen, but you don't go 15-0 without having some primetime players. Mr. Moore pitched as well as any pitcher could be at this point, but right now it's difficult getting the ball over the plate. And you can see it by the video. It becomes the strategies going on. I mean, these young men want to win. They want to knock off these champions of this league with the 15-0 record and 15 home runs. And Brandon Woods, the umpire behind the plate, he's done a good job.
Yeah,
he's walking out.
He's doing the right thing. He's going to break it up. Don't forget Worthy Road Studios, Paul Schultz live events, 731-499-1730. Our cameraman, Kane Vester, Jr. at South Gibson, and you can see this tomorrow. Our man, Michael Osborne, will get it up for you. You can watch this championship game. And our executive producer, the one and only, the best in town, his name is C. Bass. And, Bass, I'll see you in the studio tomorrow night for the cheap seats. It's 101.5 where it's happening. We've got it all. We got Steve Bowers, Bill Way. We've got Dan Reeves and C. Bass. And here's one hit on the ground to the second baseman. He'll go to first, and this is a tie contest as Cisco crosses the plate. So 4-3 on the putout, but the game is tied. It is 5-all by my count, Bill.
I think you're correct, Joe, and the pitcher is Malachi.
Now batting number 2, Malachi Anderson.
Now pitching. Malachi is 1 for 2 on the night. The winning run is at third. We may see extra innings after all. And then again, this young man can become the winning pitcher right here and help his own cause. 2 outs, runner on third, 5-5. Bottom of the 6th, here's Perkins' pitch. It's inside, and I tell you what, that young man at the plate is quick.
Yes, he is. And we also want to salute Rod Norton, the umpire on the base. It's been a well-officiated game, a competitive, spirited game, just a great game to call, Joe.
It really has been fun. Here comes Landon Perkins' pitch down Main Street, strike one, and Malachi Anderson knew it. He wanted. He said, oh, if I could have that pitch one more time. 1-1 the count, 2 outs. Runner on third is Cook. Great infield of Lambert, Coy, Whitnell, and Patel. Here's the pitch high and over Anderson's head. 2 balls, 1 strike. Boy, this gets more dramatic by the second, Bill.
You know, Joe, I was thinking last night, you talking about Asian Garden. Man, that smell, I am really hungry. And Seabass, he describes it with a table of contents.
Oh, absolutely. We need to get Seabass to do one of those Asian Garden ads. Here is strike 2. And now, as far as the count, the deuces are wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, a runner on third base. Landon Perkins, your pitcher. The hitter is Malachi Anderson, who's the opposing pitcher. He's 1 for 2. He scored a run. 0.5 digital. We've got it all. You can see this tomorrow on our archived website. Here is the 2-2 pitch in a swinging. No, he said he fouled it off. And that would have been a swinging strike 3, but he got contact. And we saw a little bit of change. You can go back and watch this contest again tomorrow. I may watch it 2 or 3 times.
I tell you what, I bet you'll probably go to sleep listening to yourself, Joe.
Possibly so. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Malachi Anderson, the hitter. The pitcher, Landon Perkins. Here's the 2-2 pitch. A ground ball to the second baseman. Takes a bad hop, and it is scoring and winning in the bottom of the 6th is Cashmasters to take the championship. There was a E4. It could have been scored as a base hit. We'd have to get to the official scores. It bounced up, but Anderson becomes the winning pitcher. 6-5. Cashmasters wins over Jackson Engraving in this exciting contest. Let's take our final timeout. We'll go back to the studios for a final timeout and then come back and wrap this up on 101.5.
More power to you. Weaver Small Engines. Tractors, to mowers, utility vehicles too.
When it comes to taking care of your lawn, you demand strength and nothing less, and you deserve comfort above all else. With the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series, you get it all. The Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series surrounds you in exceptional comfort and incredibly responsive handling that puts you in command of every turn. Powered by professional-grade engines with unbelievable results backed by the industry's strongest warranty, the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series is the tractor for you. Stop by Weaver Small Engines located at 840 South Highland for test drives, expert advice, superior service, and exceptional financing. Welcome to Strongsville. Get the best, forget the rest. Get to Weaver Small Engines today.
Weaver Small Engines. Weaver Small Engines.
Hi, this is Chris King with King Tire Company. Summer is here and there's adventure around every corner. But whether you're setting off on a road trip or just going to the mall, you'll need a great set of tires. During the Destination Summer Drive event, you'll receive up to a $70 prepaid card when you purchase a new set of 4 qualifying Cooper tires. From the all-terrain AT3 to the pavement-gripping RS3A, we put 100 years of experience into every tire. And now we'll put up to $70 in your pocket. Stop by any 3 King Tire Company locations in Jackson and Humboldt or visit us online at kingtire.com.
Oh boy, back at Pewborn Field, 11 to 12-year-old championship game just ended. A nail biter, a real white knuckler. For final comments, Bill Hamilton.
Well, I do want to salute Walker Moore, one of the best exhibitions of Little League baseball pitching that I've seen. I think it was 11 strikeouts to the third baseman for Cashmaster. When a home run was hit by the visiting Jackson Engraving, he walked by, and the third baseman for Cashmaster gave him a high five. Sportsmanship was exhibited. Both umpires did a great job. And, Joe, again, your friendship and enjoyed, and the videography of this game was incredible, and I salute you in 101.5.
Well, you're right about that, Bill. The Worthy Road Studios, Paul Schultz, live events, and you can see why. Just see that on .5 Digital. And we want to thank everybody involved. What a game. The winning
First
pitcher
for your runners
tonight
up, Jackson
was
Engraving.
Malachi
Please come to
Anderson,
the
the
first
losing
baseline
pitcher,
when your name is
Landon
called.
Perkins. Both teams, they're going
Number
to give
4,
out
Walker
trophies
Moore.
and hardware. We'll tell you the final score was 6-5. Let me recap our sponsors very quickly. We want to remind you that Jackson Baseball Academy and,
Number
of course,
18, Andrew
Total Sports
Coy.
Academy. They're at Parkstone Place by Sparky's. Go by and see them. Also, Gene Langley Ford,
Number 10,
Medina
Landon
Funeral Home
Lambert.
and Cremation Service, and of course Southern Trucks and 4x4, who is always with us. Go by and see those folks. Patron, now tell me you heard about
Number
them
14,
on 101.5
Benjamin Whitnell.
and on the .5 Digital and 101.5. And of course we want to thank Paul Schultz for his
Number 21,
video here,
Ross
his cameraman
Heising.
Kane Vester, to my good friend and great producer Seabass, we love you, son. You're doing a great
Number
job.
1, Landon
and,
Perkins.
of course, to you, Bill Hamilton, appreciate you stepping in for Dan tonight. And, folks, I guess it's time to tell you that
Number
the
42,
Little League
Matthew Sandus.
11-12 champion is Cashmasters. Great effort by Jackson Engraving and Awards. And a 16-0
Number 11,
season.
Blaine Verdun.
And before we go back to Worldwide Headquarters, we want to say thanks for your time this time. Till next time, good night,
Number
all.
20, Adit Patel.
Talking to Nina Ocharenko. She is the director for Center for Health Policy Studies at the Heritage Foundation. Now, today we're starting to hear that just if this case is to go the way that some people are hoping it goes, especially people on the right, that the GOP is ready to step in and say, well, wait a minute here. These people are going to be without subsidies. They're going to lose their health coverage potentially. We're going to look like the bad guys here. And the entire time, it just feels like it's been the game when it comes to Obamacare. The fake votes that they know that they're never going to get a chance to get rid of Obamacare. They do it because it's symbolic and everything. They talk a big game, but when they finally get what they wish for, it could potentially backfire on them. And they're starting to look like, this.
Number 21, Will Cisco.
No, that net's in my way.
Number 11, Tristan Cook. Number 99, Danielle Brooks. Number 2, Malachi Anderson. Number 20, Carter Craig. Number 9, Luke Buchanan. Number 1, Kylan Dalton. Number 3, Adam Smith. Number 12, Ken Johnson. And number 28, Marvin Talley. Congratulations to both teams.
Yeah.